Hi guys, happy Thursday. Made it to the end of the week. You guys have a 4-day weekend, so that's really awesome. I'm excited to hear about what you guys do. Make good choices. Have a great weekend if I don't talk to you. Okay, so we are looking at a new poem today. So you're going to kind of have two tasks today since we don't have school on Friday. This is a little bit of a longer assignment, but I wanted to get both these things done. So just kind of bear with me. This video shouldn't be too long, but your work might take you a little bit today. So, I can identify when a poet uses humor to convey or create a funny idea, message, or story. That's kind of what we're looking at. We're going to look at humor in writing. And so, I want to kind of just start with why do people use humor in their writing? And there's really a lot of reasons. I think a lot of you really like having humor when you're reading novels. And so, I think for some, the reasons are obvious. But in poetry, people can convey character relationships, right? You can show either a positive or a negative relationship through humor. Honestly, just for readers to enjoy, right? I know a lot of you, like I said, really like reading stories with humor to get readers to read more closely. So it makes us want to keep reading, but it also causes us to slow down and pay attention, right? Is the punchline important or did that joke mean something? But so sometimes that can be a way to make us slow down, but also motivate us to continue to read. To assign character traits, right? If someone is funny or not funny or doesn't take a joke or does really take a joke, it can help with that. And also to tell a story. So, your first task today, I'm going to kind of skip over this, is you need to head to your poetry packet and find a poem that uses humor. Just as a reminder, there's no right or wrong way for you to answer this. What you think is funny may be different than what someone else thinks is funny or what I think is funny. So, there's really not a right or wrong way to do this, but you want to head to your poetry packet and find something you think is funny. So, this isn't in your poetry packet, I just used a random one. So, I used The Neighbor's Dog by Pamela J. Langdon. And the poem says, "Our street was once a peaceful place. Kids played and you could jog. But our tranquil life was shattered when the neighbors got a dog." So I said, where does the author use humor? You could highlight your answer. So I just highlighted that line, "Our tranquil life was shattered." I just thought that was a little funny. Um, yeah, so that was the part that I thought was funny. And then how does the author use the humor? And so as I said, he uses the humor by creating a picture of a family's life. Um, creating by making you picture a family's life that was very annoying when the neighbors got a dog, right? So I just am like, I think it's kind of funny because I just picture like this family sitting around, right? And then all of a sudden their tranquil life was shattered and all they hear now is this dog barking or so I don't know, I thought it was kind of funny. And then why does it work with this poem? I think it works with this poem because it really paints a picture in your head of a family sitting around peacefully, then all of a sudden a dog that never stops barking, interrupting them. So those are the three questions that I want you to answer. Where does the author use humor? How does he use humor? And why does it work with that poem? Okay. And again, like you've done with most of the stuff in your poetry packet, this is your opinion. So after you finish that today, you're going to move on to your task, which is so that first task is in your poetry packet. The second task, I'm going to make this bigger. The second task is going to be like a assignment that's for you, your task that's posted on Classroom. So we're going to write limerick poems. And what is a limerick? A limerick is a 5-line poem. It contains just one single stanza. It is an AABBA rhyme scheme. And we're doing this one because most limericks have an aspect of humor. There's something like funny or silly or goofy about them. So I want to give you guys just two examples of limericks. And I want you to remember, I kind of note it down here, that it doesn't have to be like hysterical, right? It doesn't have to like make people roll on the floor laughing. It can just be like goofy or silly. That would be appropriate too. So I'm just gonna write that up there. Just be kind of like a funny message or just like a funny little line. So we're gonna read two examples. The first one says, these lines got a little messed up. Whatever. There once was a man with a beard who said, "It's just as I feared. 2 owls and a hen, 4 larks and a wren have all built a nest in my beard." So if you look, this is A, this is A, this is B, this is B, and then we go back to A. So if we're thinking about that rhyme pattern, right, of that AABBA, so beard, feared, and then beard rhyme, and then hen and wren. Looking over here, there was a man who said, "Hush, I perceived a young bird in this bush." Bush. What? I perceived hush and bush don't. Okay, we're deleting this one. Small all. It's 4 times as big as that bush. But that says hush, and hush and bush don't rhyme. Okay, I don't know. Sorry, I should have really read this more carefully before I put it in there. We're gonna delete it. We're just gonna delete it. Okay, so that other one on the other side though is a limerick. No, that's not what I want to do. Sorry guys. Let's do that one. So this is a limerick right here, and it was actually supposed to be just one stanza, so this is really what it should look like, right? One line per each. So your task 2 today is to write a limerick poem. Try your best with the humor. It doesn't have to make people really laugh. Goofy or silly, like I said, will do. And so I have put in, like you can type on these lines. If you want to delete them because it's easier for you to type the lines, that's totally fine. But I wanted you to just have this structure so that you could remember the AABBA pattern. So this part you're going to turn in when you're done. Your poetry packet, you're not going to turn in. You're going to do that. You're going to keep that until next week. We're going to officially turn those in. I think that's all I have for you today. A block, please check your grade book. I am completely up to date with you. All your poems are in, and your argument paper is in. C and D block, I am in the middle of both of you. I should hopefully have them finished by today. But so A block, take a look at your grade, and then C and D block, I should have you finished today. But you can check because I put some things in. I've been putting them in periodically. So if you have questions today, guys, let me know. I'll be in office hours from 8:30 to 9:30, and then again from 12:30 to 1:30. I'm sorry about the limerick mess and the word bush. So have a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you guys soon.